I am so excited to be here with you. So Shay and Abby asked me to just share really quick about serving. What does it mean, this discipline of service? So as some of you might know, I introduced myself. I'm Kate, and I help out with our youth-led welcome team during the Wednesday night services. And I love it. I love being able to greet you guys when you walk through the door. And so that's something that I do to volunteer. I love being around you all, youth. But my role at the church is that I'm the go pastor. So I am responsible for helping people get plugged into living fully into their gifts and their abilities and the things that they really enjoy doing that bring them life, and actually add great value to other people experiencing Jesus and what it means to be a part of the church. So that's what I do for my job. That's actually something that I get to do because that's what God's called me into, and I'm really excited about it. And so today, Shay and Abby wanted me to talk to you about this discipline of service and what does it mean to serve and or volunteer even. And there's so many different ways that we can volunteer. And in this time of pandemic, coronavirus, social distancing, lockdown, kind of limits us in what we can do. But right now, you might even be thinking like, I don't have the energy for that. I'm fearful, I'm scared, I'm sad, I'm struggling, I don't know what the world's gonna look like. And often we get caught up in those emotions and we get caught up in that space. I don't care how old you are, that happens. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do is to consider to get outside of those emotions that just trap us and cause us to really stumble on our own selves. Those emotions aren't bad, they're not wrong, you have to feel them, it's important to experience them, but if we dwell in that space and we consistently get wrapped up in our own fears, that can really be a stumbling block to living a free life, which Jesus said, I have come so that you may live fully into freedom. He came, he died, and he rose again, and he gave us the Holy Spirit. And with that Holy Spirit, we now have access to this beautiful array of gifts and abilities. And there is something that only you personally can do. And so during this season where we're all locked up, I would encourage you guys to think critically about some different ways that you can serve. So if you need help, if you want to talk about things that you can do, I would encourage you to talk to Abby, talk to Shay, talk to your small group leaders, talk to your parents. There are ways for you to give back. And so some of those things that you could do, you could serve your family by being encouraging. You can clean up after your siblings. You can clean up after your parents. You can clean up after yourself, and that is a great service. You can even write notes and leave them on the porch of your neighbor's house. There are so many really cool things that you guys can do. And the reason that we do that is not because we're going to get something in return. We do that because Jesus himself in Matthew 20:28, he came and he died and he lived his life as an example of what we are to do. And so in Matthew 20, verse 28, it says that he came to serve, not to be served. He came and he showed us exactly what it means to live out the gospel, which is the good news, which is what Jesus Christ gave to us. It's freedom, a life of freedom, freedom from fear and anxiety and worry. And we have access to that. And when we live into that freedom, we then have an ability to love other people. And so I just want to encourage you in this season to consider what you can do. This discipline of service, it's not about us. But I will tell you that when I am serving, when I am doing for other people and giving and sacrificing my time and my energy, my talents, that I am fulfilled, that I find great joy, surpassing joy, things that I couldn't even imagine. And part of the reason why I'm struggling this season of coronavirus is because I'm not getting to serve in the same way that I was accustomed to. And so I'm needing to create new ways to serve, create new opportunities to connect with people. And so I just encourage you, What could you do new this season? What are some things that you can add to your daily routine that might give life to your family, that might encourage them and bless them? I'm happy to have a conversation with you too, but I would really encourage you to reach out to your small group leaders. They will have some really great ideas, and maybe there's even stuff that you guys can do together. Um, Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for being the hands and feet of Jesus, for wanting to learn about what it means to serve. Let me know if there's anything else that you need. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves.